And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant.
This is Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Here we go. Come to Andrew. Yeah, I got you.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. They can't hang with us.
Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Young on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Smith. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And this will put him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch the whip. Shot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And Ingram hauls it in. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 81 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Out of the gun, it's Young. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Here's Young. He's going to let this one go deep. Going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, Young. Going for the deep ball. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw again on second down. Young. Well, Young loses the football. It's stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
All all these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He may try and run for this. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Young is set to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Young now. Gonna throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Buddy up, good push. Line's 59. Hey, watch the slant. He's coming, he's coming.
On 2nd down, Johnson takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Here we go, here we go.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They still playing soccer.
First down, Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pope. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Young working out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Let's pick it up. It's outside the gun.
Third down, Young from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a first and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
On second down and 4, Jackson going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
It's Young on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Jackson on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. This fielded at the 2.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now Young from the gun, he'll throw. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
On the double. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine.
Young now. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned him 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second and 11 now. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark, somewhere.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And an alley to run. Give him an even gain of 10, but now it's fourth down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, here we go. Check 31. Check 31.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them 1 closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We've got a lopsided game here. Which I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This is taken in the 18. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending with a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People just get on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Get that quarterback and all. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here at the 32. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Okay, 31's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep.
Again, it's Smith. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. This fielded at the 2. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Check, 59. Coming.
This time Jackson will throw it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Aaron Lynch, his 2nd sack of the night. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Young, operating from the gun. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. On the run, it's Smith. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it again with Smith. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Smith. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun, Young. That's complete to Smith. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. A first down carry for Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the boom. I see.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Get the ball.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too